Sometimes I look at like my old videos of myself, like just sitting in front of my phone and shit, and I'm like, I had like these weird jerky movements, and I'm just like, now I'm like sober, going on like a couple years now, going on past a couple years, and I'm like, fuck, I'm a lot more smoother. I'm a lot more, I guess, calm, relaxed, and shit. That I can take things on in a little easier. I don't look like some fucking raging crackhead, some fucking tweaker and shit out here. Because I'm just like, oh man, society's fucked up, man. You guys just don't fucking know, man. Nigga was asking me the other day, yo, Ray Bay, what happened to you? He was ripping on me because I fucking here. My mic is kind of loud. Oh yeah, it's super loud. Here. Let me turn that down. I don't want to like break your eardrums, give you ear rape and shit. YouTube, Facebook will probably be like, "Oh, you said the R word. You said Robbie, banned for life." But yeah, I was just looking at those videos and I was like, man, I looked in a bad way. I just look like shit. I'm glad I don't look like shit anymore. But it is what it is, neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the Ray Bay, here to talk some shit. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, Saunders, do you want to come on? You want to talk some shit with me? Oh wait, this isn't Stated of Ray Bay. This isn't the podcast. Hey yo, this weekend we doing a show. All right, I want you on there. I want Taylor on there. Probably bring Matt's little fruity ass on there also. I'm gonna need you guys. I'm gonna need the gang to come back together. We got to talk about the goings on this year after two terrible years, 2020 and 2021. 2022, I was just like, oh my god, another year, another year on this fucking planet in this goddamn country of mine on Earth. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Oh no, I didn't mean to get rid of that. All right, let's close that. Let's open the amazing Twit Twat back up. We gotta open up Twit Twat and Fuckbook. Open Fuckbook back up. I actually need to change the name of Fuckbook that I on fucking Google and shit. But I'm like, yo, ladies and gentlemen, 2022 shaping up to be a good year for these niggas on the right, man. Like people who believe in free speech, believe in speaking their mind, having their fucking say, saying what's on their mind and just fucking going ham, speaking logical, fucking logic and reasoning. Motherfuckers who had their Twitter accounts banned is getting them back. Guess so. Guess what? Guess what? Our boy Donald could have his John on back. Even though he told the people on Fox and Friends, I don't want it back. I'm not even gonna be back on Twitter. I'm gonna stick with my own social media platform. And which is fine. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know if that's what he said. I'm seeing the outlet saying that he said he's gonna not come back to Twitter. I would love for President Trump to come back to Twitter. It's our year. You're the theorist conspiracy. Get your ass out of here. Fuck out of here. It is the year of the the logical conspiracy. Oh my god. Logicists, theorists. We're not going to be theorizing anything. We're not going to be theorizing anything anymore, ladies and gentlemen. The war on misinformation is being won. It's being won for the right people who are interested in getting the proper information given to them, sent into their eyeballs, all right, and fucking locked down nice and tight. Elon Musk bought Twitter yesterday. They finalized the deal. They said, all right, we'll take the 44 billion. It's a lot of money. We'll take it. The shareholders is like, all right, we'll sell you all of our stocks. Give us our money. You know, pay for their shares, and like he now owns that shit. Twitter's gone private. Soon, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have an edit button. Soon, we'll have a news feed. I'll have a news feed that isn't filled with toxic liberal drivel. I had to follow a whole bunch of conservatives and shit because I wasn't liking what I was seeing on my fucking news feed. I'm like, oh my God, what is this garbage? I blocked Jimmy. I blocked Jimmy Kimmel. Don't believe me? Let me show you motherfuckers my block list. And he's the only motherfucker. I blocked him because he is so fucking corny. He's the corniest person on the planet Earth. Share screen. Here we go. God. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom, the motherfucking god awful wisdom to know the difference. Oh, here we go. We got it back. Jimmy Kimmel's creepy. Yes, he is creepy. Yeah, I blocked that nigga on here. So I just found out that fucking where is it? Where is it? Twitter has a subscription service. I found that shit out yesterday. I didn't even know they had one of those. I was like, whoa, a subscription service. What? Let me find the fuck out. So, I'm all up on Twitter and shit. I'm fucking loving it. I'm like, okay. I didn't even know I could block people. I had other people blocked besides Jimmy Kimmel. I was like, oh no, we can't have that. Where is it? Account information. How do I fucking see who I blocked? Where is it? Is it like privacy and safety? I think it is that. Mute and block. Here it is. Blocked accounts. And I shit you guys not. Jimmy Kimmel, only person right now blocked. Blocked. I blocked him like a couple weeks ago too, because I was just like, I am so sick of like hearing about this nigga, hearing about his little goofy ass show and all that other crap, man. But let's talk about some things that I've been noticing on Libs of TikTok. I just started looking at Libs of TikTok and shit, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, with the fucking shit that's going on in the world with these teachers? Oh, they got a newsletter? Oh, okay, I might subscribe to that in a little bit. That will require me putting my information on the screen, and I'm not willing to do that right now. All right, fuck that guy. He's a tool. He called people a racist that disagree with him. But there's this guy, and then there was this other thing that I wanted to that really just like was like, you know what? This is what's gonna fucking burn my ire and run up my fucking snatch. So let me read the post out for you guys. Pickens Middle School, South Carolina, held racially segregated lunch meetings to talk with students about how to cope with being a student in a predominantly white school. Students were treated to pizza and dessert. I can't, yo, I fucking, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. The whole man show boy thing, man. Yeah, he had the man show, you know, and he apologized for that fucking what's that basketball player? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? No. Moses Malone. They all look alike. All those Negroes look alike. Especially when they play basketball, they look weird and funny and older than what they should be. But he apologized for portraying that man, said it was blackface. No, nigga, he was portraying a specific individual, you know. You apologizing for something akin to like Aunt Jemima and fucking Uncle Ben offending black people born in the fucking 90s, crying. Well, it's a part of fucking minds. Like, you Negroes need to shut up. But anyway, let me get back into this motherfucking topic here. the thing that burnt my britches. I was just sitting here talking to myself, and I was like, you know what? Hold on. Let me do a shit talking. Let me make this fucking rant legit. So I'm not just yelling at my fucking TV. Not yelling at it, but just looking at my TV and fucking going nuts. So anyway, Pickens Middle School, they held this little fucking lunch and shit. And it says here, we will also have a dynamic speaker on campus Friday. Wait, so let me see something. There's a letter also. Let's see what the letter is. There's a letter. Okay. All right. I can't fucking see this. How do I zoom in? With my tablet. Hold on. I can zoom in. I forgot. I have access to one of these now, so because I'm not gonna be reaching down to my laptop to be fucking like picking shit up. Fuck all that. Human beings are insane. Oh my god, it's zooming out. No, fucko. Oh my god, this is not working. It's supposed to zoom in. You bitch. No. All right. I'll lean in. I'll lean in. On Friday, April 15th, I'm excited to have a dynamic speaker on campus by the name of Adrian Young. Mrs. Young is a 20 plus year educator and a current middle school counselor. She has spoken about unity in schools for the past 15 years. Every time I have spoken with her, I am so impressed by her energy and positivity. She will be doing a vital presentation for our students. Oh, excuse me, virtual presentation for our students that morning. At lunchtime, April 15th, we would like to invite you to a special lunch with Mrs. Young. Pizza and dessert will be served. Your slated time for that lunch will be 10:45. If this is not your normal lunchtime, that's okay. Your teachers will excuse the time for you. But when she has spoken on other campuses, students loved it. Please plan to join. If you have any questions, please let me know. Sincerely, Mr. King, the fucking principal. Hey, Mr. King, Mr. King, you are a fucking saint, patron saint to bring this lady on in here. We will also have a dynamic speaker on campus Friday. Okay, I don't know what this is in context to, but I'm assuming this is like a follow up and it's a little more detailed in the scheduling. We will also have a dynamic speaker on campus Friday. We want to do house time coupled with the speaker. Let me go back to the page. I can read it better. Uh, we want to do house time coupled with the speaker, but she is already planning to attend lunch at our normal times. Therefore, we will need to use some of first period for this presentation. Additionally, at lunch, Mrs. Adrian Young will do 3 lunch and learn. Sixth grade lunch, African American students. Seventh grade lunch, Hispanic students. Eighth grade lunch, 2 or more background students. So wait, all like does that include oh, so this is a middle school. I'm fucking retarded. I forgot how I forgot how middle schools go. I thought this was like high school and shit. So all of the all of these little funky ass students. So like all the black kids in 6th grade are gonna go to the 6th grade lunch. I'd be fucking irked if I was in 8th grade and I had to fucking go and sit with a bunch of 6th graders. I'd be like, ew, gross, a child. No. You're a baby. Leave me alone, 6th grader. Give me your lunch money, bitch. You know, like that's how I'd fucking feel. You know, but I guess. And then 7th grade for the Hispanic students and 8th grade lunch. So now you got these little poor little mixed race, mulatto, 2 or more background students hanging out with the big old 8th graders. You know, you know, I guess. I don't know how this fucking works. I'm just here to say boats and hoes. Thanks, Frank. Hell yeah. his Batman versus Superman and Lex Luthor are at the art gallery. Okay, first and foremost, James, you're white. This is how you spell gallery. Gall. Okay. Get ready. Get ready. ERY. There's no two E's in gallery. I don't know what the fuck you spelled here. Gallery. Gallery. You know what? You are Canadian. You are Canadian. Okay. You know what? All right. Oh yeah, yeah. I got to check that on out. I'll check that. I tell you what, when we do the our next show, my next show, we'll do that. We'll do that on the revival show. Um. So yeah, the lunches will give Mrs. Young a chance to talk with students about how to cope with being a student in a predominantly white school. Let's finish this week strong. Frank, are you still here? Frank, if you're still here, Frank. Now you know Franklin Town Charter High School was predominantly white, all right? And I'm not lying when I say this. We did not get this fucking energy from our fucking faculty, from our principal. We ain't have no principal king. You know what we had first year? Dr. Janot. He was a badass. I heard the man cut a pencil in half with a $5 bill, you know. We had Dr. Gardner afterwards, just a lot of doctors in the first couple of years at this very shitty fucking, you know, early charter school in its infancy, you know. And it was predominantly white. You know what I'm saying? I was like one of like maybe like 30 black kids in the school by the time like fucking by the time I was a senior, that is. But you know, I didn't care. I didn't feel out of place. I mean, yeah, I stuck out like a sore thumb in most of my classes, but there was plenty of black kids there. Like, you know, I wasn't uncomfortable. What these kids are uncomfortable. They gotta learn how to cope with being a student in predominantly white school. What's wrong with white people all of a fucking sudden? Remember when everybody just started whining and crying about white privilege, white supremacy, and all this other shit? I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? When did this happen? I didn't get this. I didn't get this when I was in middle school, elementary school, high school. I went to a predominantly white high school. They did not fucking do this. I don't even remember having like any kind of racial sensitivity classes. I do remember one time I was in class. It was in my favorite teacher's class, and we were like fucking learning some shit, and we watched a video, and it was about Bridesburg, of course. Black family moving into Bridesburg, and this dumb bitch behind me, who I called her Hispanic, and she got offended for me calling her Hispanic. And I'm gonna tell you, Hispanics, I'm gonna keep calling y'all fucking Hispanic. Latino, it's not even a real word. You made that up. Hispanic, now that's a real word. That's a good word. Nah, it's like calling an Asian Oriental or a black person a Negro or black. You know, get over yourselves. You're not special. Like I always say, if a meteor comes out of the sky, blows us all up, we're all gone. Anyway, you know, so the video was about this family being terrorized in this white neighborhood, this predominantly white neighborhood of Bridesburg, which was not known for being very welcoming to blacks in the city of Philadelphia. I mean, city of Philadelphia is like one of the most segregated cities in the country. So I think it was like sixth or fourth place, some shit like that. I have cotton mouth. Ugh, I should have gotten me some water before I sat down and do this shit talking. And anyway, you know, and they're all like, they're all fuck, I'm like, man, this fucking sucks. One of the ladies is like talking about, you know, neighborhoods go downhill when black people move into them. And this chick had nerve behind me to say, yeah, that's true. And I was like, really? I looked at her. I was like, really? Really? It's true? And I got upset. I got vehemently upset. I became very uncomfortable with the subject. Here I am, the only black kid in class here to defend the black race. to defend black people's honor. And these people, these little fucking disgusting ass Latinos and whites living in the same dusty, dirty, dingy, grimy ass fucking city as I am. And they got nerve to say their neighbors are bringing down their neighborhoods. Fuck you. And that's why I fucking left Philadelphia. One of the reasons why I left Philadelphia. Because they were right. But you're all fucking doing it. It ain't just the blacks. It's each and every one of you fuckos. Especially you liberals. You move out from the suburbs and you come into the middle of the fucking hood and you vote for these goddamn Democrats and you keep these old school Democrats, politicians in their fucking council seats. And your streets are fucking dirty. Crackheads and meth heads and opium heads are just walking around the fucking streets like goddamn zombie land, fucking junkies and shit. And nobody does a damn thing about it. You guys keep voting for the same fucking shitbags over and over again. You deserve it. But I was by myself. And not one Mr. Marinelli was kind enough to stop that conversation. He said, no, you know what? No, this conversation's over. He seen me. He seen my face. He seen the hurt all over my face. Because I couldn't defend myself. I was outnumbered. Everyone's opinion was against mine. And it hurt. And it stung. It still does to this day. I don't think it was fair. It wasn't a fair subject to bring up in the class with me being the only black boy in there. But you know what? All of you people still living in Philadelphia and you're under their little fucking lockdowns and all that shit, that's all of your fault. This includes my family members too, my friends back home. All your fucking fault. Fuck you. You deserve it. I hope they keep you guys locked the fuck down. But it ain't just black people. It's you whites. It's you Italians. You fucking Asians. You Irish people. It's each and every one of you destroying your neighborhoods because you keep voting for the worst. You never vote for the best. Ever. Ever. Relax, Ray Bay. Trauma. My God. I mean, that's some real shit, man. That's what they was, that's how they were. That's how my life was in high school, sticking out like a sore thumb. No, these kids these days, they don't deserve a coping class. Now let me get on to my vent for that. Fuck them. They don't get on their fucking, they don't get a coping class. They don't get any coping mechanisms. We're in the 21st century. It's 2022. Pizza and dessert? Fuck them. Fuck them. I'd give them crackers and water, Crackers and water. Hey, let's talk about you suffering at the hands of all these predominantly white classmates you have. All these white kids all around you. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. You feel like you have no opinion, right? They outnumber you. Fuck you. When you're a teenager, and this is just the backtrack on my little vent. When you're a teenager and you don't know nothing, because that's what my classmates were, just like me, a teenager who don't know anything. Like I said, they were right, but they were also wrong. They think black people are the problem for neighborhoods going down, but really, their people's just as dirty and disgusting. I found this shit out myself. I'm like, y'all just this dirty and nasty, fucking trifling. I mean, like, I had to go to a whole nother state. I thought only black people could be drug addicts and fucking ruin their lives with drugs. Coming in the great state of Arizona, I'm like, oh no, you white people can fuck up too. You Latinos can fuck up also. You niggas out here Mick fucking up also. You guys ain't perfect. But neither are mine. Neither are black people. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And that was one of the things I just didn't understand. 16-year-old Anthony couldn't fucking grasp because I'm only 16. I haven't learned much yet. I haven't. I can only base my opinion off my feelings and my broken little heart that I was outnumbered. And I knew in my hardest of hearts, what I learned in elementary school and in middle school was 100% correct that black people are the fucking greatest. We're the best. My ancestors died so I can be free. Well, that will always stay with me. But things that I have learned is that, yeah, black people, the black community is one of the progenitors of its downfall, of its follies. They accepted the welfare. They accepted the crack. They accepted single parent homes. They voted for politicians to create laws that would systematically lock up black men and women too and destroy families. There I was alone, little black kid. 16. I mean, I wasn't little. I mean, 5'6". I guess that's little. 5'6", little ass 16-year-old black kid. Born into foster care. No fucking chance. No opportunity. No nothing. And no one to back him the fuck up except for my teacher up there, my favorite teacher. And he seen my face and he said, nah, this is done. End of subject. Killed it. Turned the TV off. It wasn't going to be one. It wasn't going to be that kind of conversation. I guess he thought I was going to be like, yeah, them Negroes be out there fucking, them coloreds be out there fucking just being bastards. Nah. I always stick up for my people. But I'm also tell the fucking truth about you niggas too. White people too. And you Latinos. And you Asians. Tell the truth about each and every one of you motherfuckers. Even you motherfucking Canadians. If you're still listening, Saunders. But you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, these kids don't fucking deserve no goddamn coping class. You know, I commented on this, John. What is it? Here we go. What? I didn't need this when I was going to school. What the fuck? I just went to school and learned things. Sometimes I even played hooky, you know, and that's what I did. In high school, I played motherfucking hooky and shit. You know, I hung out with my friends. You know what I'm saying? I went over their fucking houses, played video games. Shit was getting too rough. Wasn't liking, the atmosphere at school. You know, hooky. I played hooky. Ninth grade. Once I moved to this predominantly white school, things changed. There was no way for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna hook you school today. I have to catch the bus to school every morning, get up early and shit. Tired. Ugh. Sometimes I forget to throw on deodorant. I didn't go to high school. I went to school high. That's white privilege right there. White privilege ass. No, I'm kidding. Nah, this, and Saunders, I'm joking. I don't think this guy's ever fucking experienced what white privilege is. You know, he's like me. He grew up in rough times, struggle and shit. Um, I get along better with people that can understand where I'm coming from. They had the same kind of leanings and upbringing that I did. Yeah. A lot of those kids in my class, they didn't have that. For me, I felt alone. I felt like I was the only fucking kid in foster care in high school. I didn't know if there was anybody else. Nobody else fucking mentioned it. I'm in foster care too. Oh, I was angry. Watch kids' parents pick them up from fucking school. Me, I had to catch the bus home with the other fucking dickheads. They go home to their parents. And it's like, I look back on it. I'm like, man, it wasn't bad for black people back then. I don't know what the fuck these niggas fucking tripping about today. Try growing up in my shoes. Like if you grew up in the suburbs and you got a two-parent home and you live in the suburbs and you black and shit, don't be fucking talking about some damn Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from you, dickheads. Walk in my shoes. Walk in my life. And then you truly will understand what it's like to feel uncomfortable in a predominantly white world. When you don't have anyone vouching for you and stopping your school day for lunch and dessert. Fuck you. You don't deserve it. Live your life. Grow the fuck up. Learn something about yourself and the people around you. Learn how to treat people as individuals, and you'll be fine. Because if you keep the group think going, you keep thinking for the fucking group, you're going to be asked the fuck out and you're going to be brokenhearted for the rest of your fucking life. With that, I'll land my plane. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you very much. If no one's told you that, I just fucking did. I am honored and privileged to be in all of your presence. Please remember our brothers and sisters still out in the struggle and the children due to no fault of their own. I am the Ray Bay. I am